12 p.m. or noon o'clock on this Thursday, April 9th, 2026. We have so-called clear blue skies with a bright sunny sun. We also have aircraft buzzing about, if we can even focus, because that's just a major issue anymore. Yep. As far as jet aircraft, I have only but heard of one flyover early this morning, and that was previous to today's recordings and the rain that I walked around within the woods. Now I'm going to go ahead and go a different route with this content here, and it might upset some of you. Okay, so take heed to the warning that this might be a little upsetting. As the title implies, these damn roads and data centers. But we'll get to that in just a moment. Because I am going to go down the ill-trodden road of sexism and discrimination. Have any of you taken notice over past few years how we have kind of dived into a matriarch system, women in control? I cannot turn on the radio to work out anymore without it being songs from female vocalists, one after another after another. You turn on TV to any mainstream media or even local media, and that's female anchors, female journalists, female reporters. We've got more and more females that are positioned in powerful roles, if you will, political roles. Now, according to history, a large portion of this planet at one given point in time, a few thousand years ago, was controlled by women, a matriarchal society, right? But they blew it, and men took over. And most all societies became controlled under the patriarchs, or male dominance, power and control, and ruling. Women are taking more and more roles today. And what has been the result? A lot of chaos, confusion. Well, of course, we also have men wanting to become women, women wanting to become men, and all this good stuff, which, of course, where's that derived from? Yeah, women. So what I have to share is a loose example of what happens when we have women in control, women of power, or so-called power, in which they don't understand that they are nothing more than mere puppets for other actors or players. The state of Michigan has been in decline for many years now, and for 8 years we have had this female governor, Gretchen Whitmer, or as I like to nickname her as Witchmer, in which her initial campaign promise many years ago was that she was going to fix the damn roads here in Michigan. And that became her motto. Nothing's been done, for the most part. But she's also been accused of overreach of power during the pandemic. And basically, the Michigan government is ruled through women. And Michigan has been going downhill hardcore. Why? Because women rule through emotions. They rule through their hearts on the sleeve, so to speak. And once again, I am going to provide a loose example because, it's gotten to the point to where women are speaking out against other women today. Now, of course, men have always spoke out against other men, but you know what? We're the fighting breed, if you will. Women are supposed to be there to nurture, right? Go ahead, look it up on Google. Look up the definitions of matriarch and patriarchs. See what you will find. Yes, I'm a little upset. But then, basically, so are a great portion of Michiganders today because of these female leaders in Lansing. And you also have to understand that our dearly beloved governor here was the second choice to become Biden's vice president rather than Kamala Harris. Oh yeah. Yeah, Kamala Harris. First female vice president. First female vice president of color. Well, that's why she was put into position. Not because of intellect or anything else like that. And of course, she's proven herself to have been nothing more than just a massive joke. But believe you me, the United States would have been in far worse condition today had Whitmer become vice president. And once again, I'll provide a loose example of Whitmer, her motto of fixing the damn roads, and data centers. Now believe me, I love women, alright? But for the most part, I'm old-fashioned. That's why I'm single, and have been single for a very long time. Anymore, women don't know whether they are female or male, so it seems. Especially when they try to take up these positions of power. Yeah, look at the nonsense that we've been getting from people such as Marjorie Green Taylor, Pam Bondi, Miss Luna. Oh, and the list goes on. Oh, let's not forget who really was pushing for many, many years over so-called women's rights. She basically destroyed the nuclear family, that being a mother, father, and children sitting around the kitchen table, having meals together, and so on and so forth. Ruth Bader Ginsburg destroyed that whole concept. And today, we have nothing but dysfunctional families out there. We have women that's in the workforce instead of being at home with their children because they're relying on daycares and allowing other people to raise their children and not knowing exactly what is going on, what's being taught to their children. Yeah, that's what happens when you no longer have mothers within the home. So here we go. Look at this. This now be gone. Shortly after the noon o'clock hour has also begun. Clear blue skies. Is this an attempt to keep them clear? Or just another whitewashing operation? Now we are paying back all the way. And people, I am out here shirtless. Got a pair of sweats on. Sweatpants, I should say. It's actually feeling rather warm. It is windy out here. And I shall repeat once again. Oh, and by the way, you know all the issues on this platform? Well, remember, it was a female CEO that the reins were given to. And boy, ever since she had taken control of this platform, at least for a period of time, it really started to go downhill. And then even more so with the onset of AI. Yep. And people, this is just my opinions. But you're going to see the opinions of a female speaking about these other females. Good God, this is a heavy trail here. Okay. And yeah, it is dissipating. But yeah. It's not all that long of a video if you want to click onto that link in the description below pertaining to our governor, the roads here, and the data centers as well. And then you can see the example, and if you know anything about Gretchen Whitmer, and what she did throughout the pandemic, as far as the lockdowns, and then this very disgraceful Dorito ad, or whatever the heck it was supposed to be, that she came out with quite a few months back. And there's many other examples of the disgusting measures that this female has taken throughout her years as the so-called governor here in Michigan. Personally speaking, I'm willing to bet that her man wears the panties in the family. Oh yeah, we heard about him during the pandemic too, or plandemic, right? But you would, if you're not familiar with it, well, hey, all the information's out there on the good old internet, right? Yeah. So, as this is fading off, I shall do the same with my little rant, if you will. I need to make some decisions of how I'm going to continue this day. But that's a wrap. This is Skywise out.